The MLFB Insiders on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. Bet $50 at WynnBET and get $200 in free bets. Bet big, win bigger with WynnBET. Download the WynnBET app now or visit wynnbet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now you can win cold hard cash with their over-under game. Just head to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone to join the SGPN group, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's sleeper.com/SGP. And make sure to check our relaunched merch store, where you can get all your favorite SGPN gear. Go to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Today on the MLFB Insiders, we're very excited. We have defensive end EJ Labaze of the Alabama Airborne joining us. Very excited to have him interviewing us. Welcome to the MLFB Insiders Podcast. My name is Adam Pelletier. Joining me today is EJ Labaze, going to be a defensive lineman, correct, for the Alabama Airborne.
Let's fly, let's fly, let's fly.
Let's fly. I like it. I don't know if they've got the hashtag for the team yet, but that feels like it needs to be it. Let's fly.
I hope it becomes it. It sounded right. You know, the Jets have take flight, which is also dope. So I was like, let's fly, man. Airborne.
Let's fly. There we go. All right, we're going to get that trending. All right, so EJ, you're a smaller school guy. You went to Adam State. We were there for multiple years. Talk to us. You know, what's your story? You know, how'd you end up at Adam State, and how'd you end up in Major League Football?
Yeah, so from Adam State, it really began. I'm sorry, my dog's in the back. It really began going to JUCO at Chabot College. That's in California. And when I graduated high school, that's where I started my playing career at. Just because of some GPA issues, couldn't get into a college that I really wanted to. So I took my talents cross country because I'm originally from Virginia. I took it to Adam State or to Chabot College in California. Bet it on myself. Did 2 years there, or a year and a half there. The first coach that recruited me, Kai Ellis, was at a different school in the fall. So when I got, to about springtime, when I was looking towards committing, looking for a school to really hone my talents in, he contacted me again saying he's at this new school called Adam State. He's going to be the D-line coach. Great opportunity, great place to come play. And I really believed in him. So I, took that leap of faith to Adam State and spent the last few years there at Adam State. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So spent a few years at Adam State, got some good film down out there. I know I've seen your film a few times here. You made sure that I knew when you had film and when you had everything out, and that was great. And that kind of hustle and that grind, I mean, that journey, just unbelievable for you to just persevere through that, man. So what are some of your best memories playing out at Adam State? Any games, any good stories about your time there?
There's a lot of good stories. Some probably not PG.
We're technically explicit, so you're good on that one. If you really want to share.
Yeah, I would say it's a lot of good times. You don't get the big school college experience there, with the over 10,000 people on campus. It's a little more honed in. It's a lot, less people. It's a way more condensed population-wise. So you meet people for the first time in the fall or in the summer, and you see them literally all year around. And they become, not only people that you just see, people that and they know you, people that have obviously similar interests because we're all at Adam State together. So, it was pretty interesting just meeting people all around the country. Sorry, my dog is literally barking at that. But it's dope meeting people all around the country because Colorado is a spot where a lot of people around the country come to, and whether they're visiting, whether they're coming by. So definitely I had a lot of great memories there. Adams State was great in particular because every weekend in the summer, or almost every day in the summer, we barbecued after summer conditioning. So it was like kind of something to do literally when there's nothing to do. And from there we started having like shindigs. We started doing stuff of like having water gun fights outside. So it was just like dope, on that aspect. And in terms of the playing career, one of my favorite times, most memorable times, was playing at Black Hill State, where me and my teammate Rob Lucky, we combined on a sack to go to overtime. But I think he went to like double OT or triple OT that game. So it was pretty good, memorable moment.
Now we've all been in a situation at some point in our lives where we're a little tight on cash. Maybe we need a few extra bucks because it's 2 days before payday and you need that little bit extra. Maybe it's summer and you're a teacher, it's summer vacation and you don't get paid during the summer and you need a few extra bucks to get you through the times. We've all been there. Hindsight's always 2020. What if I'd done this? What if I'd done that? But Dave is a banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. That's more money to fill your tank, get that wedding gift, catch up on your bills, or take someone out for a night, or take your partner out for a nice dinner. You can finally tackle those expenses that you've been stressing on without any hang-ups. There's no interest and no credit check needed. Millions of people have already downloaded the Dave app to get the financial relief and the help they need with extra cash. So if you're in a pinch and need some extra help, download Dave and think of it as a helping hand from future you. Download the Dave app from the App Store right now. That's DAVE. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking provided by Evolve, member FDIC. Did you know that browsing online using incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? That's right, without added security, you might as well give away all your private data to hackers, advertisers, your ISP, and other prying eyes. That's why I use IPVanish VPN to make it easy to stay truly private and secure on the internet. IPVanish helps you safely browse the internet by encrypting 100% of your data. This means that your private details, passwords, communications, browsing history, and more will be completely shielded from falling into the wrong hands. Even your physical location will be hidden. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. It's that simple. You can use IPVanish on limited devices without sacrificing on speed. Your computers, tablets, phones, even devices like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. Whether I'm at home or in public, I don't go online anymore without using IPVanish. IPVanish is offering an incredible 70% off their yearly plan for our listeners with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's just like getting 9 months for free. IPVanish is super easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button and you're instantly protected. You won't even know it's on. Stop sharing with the world everything you stream, everything you search for, and everything you buy. Take your privacy back today with the brand rated 4.6 out of 5 on Trustpilot. Go to ipvanish.com/SGP and use promotional code SGP and claim your 70% savings. That's ipvanish.com/SGP. For sure, and just seeing you, watching the tape, seeing you come off the edge on some of these plays, you can tell that it's just, high motor, never quitting. I'm seeing some of these plays where you're just going all over the field to make a play and getting after the quarterback. So, so you played primarily on the edge in college, correct?
Correct.
And I mean, we talked about how you got to Adams State. Now let's talk about how you got into Major League Football. You're a professional football player now.
Yeah. So somebody DM'd me a month back talking about Major League Football, and I was in my head, I'm like, I never heard of that, so automatically it's a scam, and it's incorrect. But me always looking for opportunities and what's best. I did a little research on it, didn't quite pull the trigger on it too much at that point in time. Then I had my agent at the time. He called me maybe 2 weeks after that. I was like, yo, I have one of the coaches here. I'm in close contact with him. He's trying to get players, to bid up the roster. They're going to win it all. And I was like, okay, let's see how that goes. So then I talked to Coach Dynamite, and loved every minute of it. We've had like an hour and a half conversation that day. Um, Literally loved every second of it. He sold me, and after that, I kind of made the decision between me, my lady, and my family that this is the best route for me professionally.
Yeah, and Coach Dynamite down there in Alabama just seems like he's got a ton of energy and is just super
Yeah,
fun guy to be around.
yeah.
And he's not even the most exciting guy on the coaching staff. You're gonna be playing for Jerry Glanville.
Man, I've
How's
been
that
hearing
feel
about that.
knowing?
I've been hearing about Coach Glanville. I can't wait to go meet him in person. Hopefully within the next couple of coming weeks. But definitely me. I'm a very meticulous guy. I did my research, and I'm like, oh my god, he's literally coached longer than I've been alive, and you can't beat that. You really can't beat that.
No, I mean he's got defenses that have been successful just at every level,
Correct.
and that's got to be exciting for you, knowing that you're going to play for a coach who knows how to maximize defensive talent.
Correct. I loved everything that I've seen on him has been nothing but positive. He's a good coach. Some of the older people I know that are been around football for a while, they have spoke highly of him when they seen him coaching and stuff of that nature, and how tenacious and how aggressive his defense can be. And that's what I love, because it's that's what I think true defenses are. Is we're in your face. It's mano y mano. What are you gonna do? You're gonna nut up or shut up, So I definitely think with the coaching style that he has and the type of player I am, I think it would be definitely a great match.
Oh, for sure. His defenses always need someone just getting off the edge, getting the
Yep.
pressure on the quarterback, and he just seems to be a master of putting you in a position to do that. And
Correct.
he's going to have the defensive backs on the back end ready to go. I mean, that's where he's made his bread and butter. But those guys don't look good if you're not doing your job, right?
For sure. It's the game is won and lost in the trenches, and I'm a firm believer of that. You could have the best DBs in the world, but guess what? If the QB has all the time in the pocket to read and scan and throw the ball, it really doesn't matter how good you are.
So you're originally from Virginia. You're going to be playing in Alabama. You played your college ball in Colorado. Are you ready for that Mississippi? Are you ready for that Alabama heat this summer?
Man, I've literally talked to 3 people, and they all said that Alabama's heat is different. And what I could,
That southeastern heat hits different. Let me tell you,
yeah,
I've never been all the way down to Mobile on the coast. I was in
hmm
South Georgia, and that was bad enough. And
really.
Mobile's got to hit different, I'm sure.
Yeah, me, my thing is I like right now, a part of my training is, conditioning in the heat. So like at the hottest points of the day, that's when I want to do, a lot of my running, long distance, whatever the case is, just so I can maximize um that feel. But there's nothing that could ever recreate that Alabama heat from what I'm hearing. So I'm interested. I love a challenge, especially when it's physical, because I like to be the one to prove people wrong in that regard. So I'm definitely up for the challenge. I'm definitely ready to take advantage of that heat and get in the best shape I can in such a little time.
There we go. So you've been keeping in shape, working on the physical body, making sure you're football ready. This is a developmental league. So this is leagues for guys to get that coaching and take those next steps to be even more prepared. What is, you said you talked to Coach Dynamite. Did he talk about anything that he really wanted to see you working on? What part of his game, what part of your game was he saying he wanted you to work on?
Yeah, so he said he liked the film. He likes a lot. He likes a lot that I'm versatile and that I can play multiple positions. He said, when you get here, you're just gonna have to worry about playing defensive end. That might change, and if it does change, I'm ready for the opportunity. But right now, primarily just focusing on edge rusher, and harnessing my skills from the edge, as opposed to having to learn 5 different positions down the D line. So that's going to be able to, help me play at a faster speed because I just need to know my job and need to do my job at a very high rate.
Yeah. So is there any technical part of your pass rushing on? Are you working on that? Are you working on the footwork? You working on that first burst? You working on your hands? What's the thing that if you were going to say EJ Labaze is going to have this perfected by the end of, or is going to have improved this by the end of August and the
Yeah,
end of this season?
it's gonna be the get off. You're gonna see the consistent get offs. What you're gonna see is you're gonna notice the same key factors from my game translate to the same key factors from the NFL's top pass rushers. Like last year we see Michael Parsons literally play linebacker all of college and come do his rookie year, not a veteran, his rookie year, and be an athlete off the edge and create pressure. Not only create sacks but create pressures because for my game, pressures me way more than sacks because if I could pressure the QB 10 times, I'd rather pressure the QB 10 times a game than just sack him once. Um, so for me, having that perfection or having what's the best possible way for me to get the most consistent pressures out of me through the coaching staff and through Coach Glanville's defense and through everybody playing and doing their jobs. I think that's going to be what I'm going to hang my hat on at the end of the day.
Make sure to get down on the Wins Bet 50 Win $200 promotion where a $50 bet qualifies you for up to 200 free bets. Also, don't forget the ultimate fantasy football experience. Bet $500 on sports or casino with Win before July 31st, 2022. Get entered to win the ultimate fantasy football draft experience at Encore Beach Club, including a 2-night stay at Wynn Resorts for you and your entire league. Multiple entries are allowed. There's so much to choose from, and all you have to do is download the WynnBet app or visit wynnbet.com to get started. Offer subject to change, terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Now on to Sleeper. Sleeper is the fastest growing fantasy platform today with millions of players. You probably already have a fantasy league on there. I use it for mine. It's a game-changing product unlike anything else in the industry. And now you can make money on Sleeper too by playing their new over-under game. It's super simple. First, in any sport, choose 2 or more players that you like and pick the over-under. For example, number of points in basketball or hits in baseball. Then choose the amount of money you want to enter in the contest. If you pick correctly, you can win anywhere from 2 times to over 20 times the money you put in. The main reason I'm excited about the over-under in Sleeper is the only app where I can join my buddies and friends contest and play together. It's got a built-in group chat where I can see and copy my friends' picks with the tap of a button. It's insanely fun to ride it out together. Stop what you're doing and download Sleeper now to play their new over-under game. Have fun with your friends and make some money. On your mobile phone, join our listener group on Sleeper at sleeper.com/SGP, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's right. Join our squad and get the 100% deposit match at sleeper.com/SGP. We've relaunched the SGPN merch store. There's tons of gear available from all your favorite SGPN shows. Not this one yet, but soon we'll have some MLFB Insiders merch. Just go to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. That's store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. All right, awesome. That get off huge. Which pro player do you feel like you most model your game after, or which pro player is the comp that we're going to say? Like, we're going to say EJ Labaze reminds me of a younger blank.
Yeah, so when I watch my game, I don't necessarily get like somebody jumping out of the roof like, oh my, this is such and such 2.0. But that's because I respect and I've watched a lot of players' games at different positions up and down the D line. For me, I don't necessarily give myself a comp playing wise. I give myself a comp. Well, not film wise, I don't give him a comp, but playing wise and career wise, I definitely compare myself to James Harrison.
Okay.
His journey coming from NFL Europe League and him kind of being the underdog and him being a little bit undersized for the position and this and the third, and then he's getting too old for the position. He still made it happen. and the aggression and the relentlessness he played with is something as somebody I definitely compare myself with, because obviously joining the Major League Football League wasn't the goal back in November of last year, but now everybody's NFL dream, when everybody NFL journey starts, April when draft happens. Some people got to take a longer route, and that's okay. And I've embraced that, and I'm taking it head on.
Nah, that's phenomenal, man. Like James Harrison, phenomenal NFL career, relentless rusher off the edge, bringing that energy, bringing that pressure. That's a guy I definitely saw when I was watching on film. I also, a little bit of a homer, but I noticed a little bit of Jerry Hughes in the game there. Maybe not the biggest guy in the world, but you're fast and you're getting the pressure, and you understand your job is to create the pressure. And that, that jumps off the tape. The fact that you're getting into guys' faces, creating that pressure and making people uncomfortable in the pocket and making plays. So playing for the Alabama Airborne, have you looked at the game schedule for Major League Football yet?
I've seen a little bit of it. I'm not even, it's not no cocky. I don't want to be cocky. There's nothing against no other team. I'm sure everybody's assembling the best teams they can, but I don't even care who we play. And I hope the rest of my teammates and the coaches don't care who we play, because if we train and we practice and we compete like we're supposed to do every day, whoever we play is going to be, sorry for them.
Now, I asked about the schedule because August 30th, you're going to be playing in Virginia, and you're originally from Virginia. Is that game going to hold some special meaning because you're back in your home state as a professional football player? I mean, and I got to imagine friends and going to try to get your friends and family out there, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
You get August 30th. You get to you're going to get to play in Virginia Beach. I mean, I don't know, where in Virginia are you from?
Yeah. I'm about 2.5 hours from Virginia Beach. My cousins are from Virginia Beach.
So your friends and family can come 2.5 hours down the road and see you play as a professional football player. Like, what's that going to mean to you, being able to play in your home state in front of a hometown fans? Yeah. I can't. I'm getting goosebumps just imagining that for you.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
That's crazy to think about it. Actually, I haven't looked too much into the schedule, but I know the teams that are there. And, when I see Virginia has a team, I said, oh, okay. It's one of those things where since high school, I haven't been able to play in Virginia, literally. And that's almost 7-8 years ago now. So being able to come back home and show the people, my hometown, this is how much I've got better. This is where I'm at now. Like, this is not only a special moment for me, but it's a special moment for them and anyone who supported me, because it's like, finally, I can finally see the fruits of your labor, So that's going to be dope. I'm going to make sure to have so much people there. I'm going to surely pack at least a section of the game.
There's going to be a full. Are they going to be able to cheer for you in the Airborne, though? I mean, they got to cheer against the hometown team. Are you going to be able to get them to do that?
Look, whether they're cheering, whether they're booing, whether they're crying, whether they're laughing, they're gonna be there.
That's awesome.
I just got to make sure that I'm not the one booing and crying.
Nah, I don't think you're going to be booing or crying. I think you're going to give. I think folks are going to have their handful with you. Now I know there hasn't been a lot of news about it. Have you heard from other guys who are going to be on the team? Have you guys started talking at all? I know camps. I know you guys are getting down to Mobile next week. In mid-July. Have you started talking to anybody? Started planning? Just kind of getting excited, getting a feel for the team?
Yeah. So I don't know too many of my teammates. I know one of them because we played in the same conference. I think he played in Mesa, Colorado School in Mesa. He played with a really, really, really good school, and then we also had our pro day together at Pueblo, which is also in Colorado. So, when he saw my post, and he was like, "Oh, yo, I'm on the same team." I was like, "Bro, that's dope." Like, we're bringing Colorado. We're bringing the Rocky Mountains to Alabama, which is dope. It's a good representation for the RMAC. But I don't know too many teammates off the top of my head, or I haven't communicated with too many teammates. I would love to, I would love to. Especially, it's one of those things where you don't really know who's on the team. You don't know what's propaganda or what's to be fact. So it's one of those things where I've just been kind of skeptical about reaching out to certain things.
Understandable. You never know with these spring leagues, and it's hard. I can't even imagine how hard it is for players like you who have put forth so much effort, so much energy at becoming a professional football player. And I'm sure people are coming out of the woodwork every day now saying, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I've got this hookup. I've got this link. And what do you need to do as a player? Who do you lean on? Who do you lean on to trust to make sure that you're getting good information and you're not, maybe getting scammed or somebody's getting your hopes up unnecessarily? What do you do as a player to check that?
Yeah, so first and foremost, me, I'm a spiritual person, so I lean on my instincts and I lean on God first and foremost, always. Because I feel like when you know something's off, when you know something's sketchy, you're gonna have that feeling immediately. Secondly, in this situation, especially because pro football can be so treacherous and draining, you have to lean on the people that know what they're talking about, the people that have the credentials to talk in this field, and not necessarily to say the scouts or the viewers, but to say the agents that have been in the field a little bit. Other football players that are either in the same process as you, or other football players that just recently got out the process or are in pro football, and then friends and family, because at the end of the day, friends and family, the people close to you, should know best. So that's the biggest things I've been leaning on in this journey.
Awesome. Well, EJ, you're getting this chance. You're getting your chance to live your dream and play professional football. And this is hopefully just a stepping stone into bigger things. Why Major League Football? Why take this chance to play in, a developmental spring league? There's been some challenges in the past, but why do you believe in this?
Yeah, not only do I believe in the coaching from most teams, because not only the Alabama squad, but I'd have some people that I know on the Arkansas squad, and from what we've kind of talked about, not only is it a good opportunity to get on the field again, point blank, period, which is first and foremost, but it's a good opportunity to get some exposure, especially with what the talks have been around, what could be the broadcasting, what could not, whatever it is. It's a good chance to get exposure as well as get coached from good coaching and network with guys that are also professionals. Um, a lot of people around the world will never leave their state. Um, you know, Major League Football has given a lot of guys the opportunity to not only leave their state, like me again, to go travel to new states, to meet new people, to further extend their football career. And that's what we only wanted. We only wanted the experience. We play football for the experiences. Everything that comes with football is why we play football. The meeting people, the networking, the memories, the winning, the most memorable plays, like all those things that come with the sport of football is why we continue to play football, and Major League Football has given us a chance to do that. So that's why I think that this will be successful and this will work.
Awesome. Well, you sound successful that it's going to work. It's publicly traded. Have you bought any stock in it yet?
I haven't bought anything in it yet. And it's crazy because I didn't know that was the only like pro football league to be publicly traded, which is dope, and it's another advantage for viewers, fans, everybody to not only make some money in it, but also be really a part of it. You're not just a fan; you're an investor. Which is obviously another great avenue. And it's different. It makes it different, and that's why Major League Football, I think, can flourish into something bigger because they're giving the fans and they're giving people in general something literally to invest in.
Yeah, that's exciting. So, EJ, super excited. Great talking to you, man. It's been a great time. You got anything else that you think people should know about you, or know about the league, or know about the Airborne as they're going to let it fly this year?
Yeah, everybody out there, we are gonna let it fly every day for you guys, so that when you guys come see us game day, it's gonna be like we've been letting it fly for weeks. We're not stopping. We're relentless. Everybody that I've talked to that's associated with the team is excited and hungry and ready to be a part of this point blank, and we're here to win games and build something to the best of our abilities. Personally, I'm EJ Labaze. You can follow me on my social medias. I just literally created my YouTube. You can follow me on my YouTube, EJ Labaze. I'm also an author to Surviving the Storm, and I'm gonna be around football for a while. So let's get this train going.
Awesome. Well, EJ, thank you for your time, man. Appreciate you joining us here on the MLFB Insiders on the SGPN network. So appreciate your time, man.
Appreciate you. You have a great one.